Have you ever heard someone call a country sinful? It's a word that carries a lot of weight, and it's not something you expect to hear about an entire nation. Yet sometimes people throw it around without really thinking about what it means. It's a strange word, right? When you hear it, you might picture something dark or forbidden, but is that really fair? But believe it or not, I've heard people describe Vietnam that way. Maybe it's because of stories they've heard or rumors that get passed around. Vietnam, the land of endless green rice paddies, steaming bowls of pho, and iconic conical hats, hardly fits that label. This is a country where tradition and modern life blend together in the most unexpected ways. It's like calling your sweet old grandmother a gangster. It just doesn't add up. The people here are warm, welcoming, and full of life. Most people picture Vietnam through the lens of war movies or history books, but that's just a sliver of the story. There's so much more than the headlines and old black and white footage. So what's behind this sinful label? Is it just the neon lights and late-night energy that make people jump to conclusions? Are there secret layers plotting world domination over noodle soup? Of course not. What you'll actually find are friends sharing laughter, families gathering for meals, and chefs perfecting recipes passed down for generations. The truth is, Vietnam's reputation is a wild mix of old history, rapid change, and tourist tales. It's a place where ancient temples stand beside glass skyscrapers, and every street tells a different story. Some see the vibrant nightlife and the anything-goes street life and jump to conclusions. But nightlife here is about community, music, and celebration, not just what you see in movies. But calling it sinful is a massive oversimplification. It ignores the everyday kindness, the deep-rooted traditions, and the sense of belonging that runs through every neighborhood. Let's put aside the movies and headlines. Let's look beyond the stereotypes and see what's really here. Let's actually go there. Walk the streets, taste the food, meet the people. Experience the real Vietnam, not just the version you've heard about. I want to show you the real Vietnam, a place of warmth, surprising traditions, and a spirit you can't capture in a single word. There's a magic here that you can only feel when you're part of it. So, let's find out what's really going on. Let's discover the Vietnam you don't see on TV, together. Let's tackle this sinful idea head-on. It's not about crime or secret societies, it's about culture shock. For some visitors, Vietnam is a sensory overload, loud bars, chaotic traffic, and street life that spills onto every sidewalk. To someone from a quiet suburb, it can look like pure chaos. Add in the nightlife, locals and backpackers mixing in a whirlwind of energy, and some people see freedom as something negative. But this is just life lived out loud. The hustle is everywhere. People are working, selling, making a living, sometimes right in your face. What some call aggressive, others see as resilience. It's not corruption, it's survival and ambition. The so-called sins are often just cultural misunderstandings. Vietnam is a place of contrasts. Ancient temples next to nightclubs, tradition beside modern hustle. The friction is real, but it's not about good versus evil. It's about a country unapologetically itself. The sinful label, just clickbait. The real story is far more interesting. To truly understand Vietnam, you have to experience its streets firsthand. The energy, the movement, the sounds, they all tell a story that no guidebook can capture. Imagine waking up in Hanoi to the hum of 1,000 motorbikes, a river of metal and engines flowing endlessly through the city. The air is thick with anticipation and the city comes alive before your eyes. Here, motorbikes are more than just transportation. People carry everything on bikes, families squeezed together, glass panes balanced with care, even towers of chickens tied down with rope. It's a daily balancing act, a testament to Vietnamese ingenuity and resilience. Crossing the street? There are no crosswalks or traffic lights to save you. You just walk slowly and steadily, letting the bikes flow around you like a living current. It's a leap of faith, but somehow it works. The best food isn't found in fancy restaurants. It's on a tiny plastic stool on the sidewalk, surrounded by the buzz of the city. The aroma of sizzling meat and fresh herbs fills the air. Breakfast might be a steaming bowl of pho from a woman who's perfected her recipe over decades, serving generations of locals and travelers alike. Each bowl is a piece of her story. Lunch? Maybe a banh mi from a street cart, where a crispy French baguette meets the bold, fresh flavors of Vietnam. The vendor assembles it with practiced hands, adding pickled vegetables, herbs, and savory meats. Every meal is an adventure, and it's cheap enough that you can try something new every day. The street food scene is a celebration of flavor, creativity, and community. As the day goes on, the street transforms. Grandmothers watch over playful children, men gather to play chess on makeshift boards, and barbers set up shop under the shade of old trees. offering haircuts and conversation. Life here is lived out in the open, shared with neighbors and strangers alike. The boundaries between public and private blur, creating a sense of togetherness that's hard to find elsewhere. At night, the city transforms again. Food stalls glow under single bulbs, casting warm light on steaming pots and hungry faces. Beer gardens spill onto the sidewalks, filling the air with laughter and music. Locals and tourists gather side by side, sharing cheap beer and stories, clinking glasses and laughing together as the night deepens. It's not a wild party, it's a communal buzz, a gentle hum of connection that lingers in the warm night air. Here, everyone is welcome. The streets are the stage, and daily life is the main performance. Every moment, every interaction is part of the show. It's loud, a bit messy, sometimes chaotic, but always incredibly human. That's Vietnam, a place where life spills out onto the streets, and every day is a story waiting to be told. Look past the chaos, and you'll find the warmth of the Vietnamese people. Smiles are everywhere, lighting up the streets and filling the air with a sense of welcome and belonging. If you look lost, someone will help, even if you don't share a language. The kindness transcends words, creating a bridge of understanding and compassion. I once got caught in a downpour in Hoi An. The rain was relentless, but it brought out the best in people. The shop owner just offered me a stool and a cup of tea. No sales pitch, just kindness. It was a moment of genuine connection, a reminder of the simple joys in life. That's the real Vietnam calm and connection in the middle of the storm. Family is everything here, a cornerstone of life and culture. 3 generations often live together, and elders are deeply respected. Their wisdom is cherished, and their stories are woven into the fabric of daily life. People are proud of their culture and eager to share it. From traditional crafts to vibrant festivals, there's a rich tapestry of history and heritage. Ask about a festival or a dish, and you'll see faces light up. Food is a language of its own here, a way to connect and celebrate. The surface might seem hectic, but the heart is gentle. Amidst the bustling streets, there's a rhythm of life that's both vibrant and serene. Vietnam has endured so much, yet it's full of joy and generosity. The spirit of resilience and hope is palpable, a testament to the enduring strength of its people. Happiness is found in simple things: a meal with family, a chat with a stranger, a shared cup of tea. These moments are the heartbeat of Vietnam. The real surprise isn't the traffic or nightlife. It's the profound humanity just beneath the surface. It's the small acts of kindness that leave a lasting impression. That's what makes Vietnam unforgettable. The landscapes are stunning, but it's the people who truly capture your heart. It's not chaos, it's community. A vibrant tapestry of life where everyone plays a part, and it's everywhere you look. In every corner, there's a story waiting to be told, a moment waiting to be shared. Vietnam is more than just Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. Ha Long Bay is famous for a reason. Sailing among limestone islands feels mythical. Kayak through caves, visit floating villages, sleep under the stars. Head north to Ha Giang for dramatic mountains and the legendary motorbike loop. Terraced rice fields, winding passes, and remote villages. It's raw adventure and real connection. Central Vietnam's Hoi An is a lantern-lit dream. Cycle to the beach by day, wander glowing streets by night. Explore Phong Na's vast caves, trek jungles, and discover underground worlds. Down south, the Mekong Delta is a maze of rivers and floating markets. Sample fruits you've never seen. Visit coconut candy factories. From mountains to deltas, Vietnam's diversity is endless. There's always another hidden gem around the corner. Adventure here is never far away. The landscapes are stunning, but it's the experiences that stay with you. Vietnam rewards curiosity. Let's bust some myths about Vietnam. Dangerous? Not really. The war ended 50 years ago. Today, it's one of Asia's safest countries for tourists. Violent crime is rare. The biggest risk? Eating too much or getting sunburned. Vietnamese people welcome foreigners with open arms. They're focused on the future, not the past. Scam worries? Sure, you might meet a pushy vendor or an overpriced taxi, but most people are honest and hardworking. Be smart, agree on prices, use ride-hailing apps, and keep your wits about you. Don't let a few bad apples spoil the orchard. Street food? It's not dangerous if you follow the locals. Busy stalls mean fresh, tasty food. Eating on the street is the best way to connect with the culture. Try the snails, sample the fruit, you'll be surprised. Language barrier? Not a big deal. Smiles, gestures, and a few words go a long way. People appreciate any effort to speak Vietnamese. Don't let fear hold you back. Connection is about more than words. Vietnam is more welcoming than you think. No country is perfect. Let's talk about Vietnam's challenges. The traffic is wild. For newcomers, crossing the street feels like a dare. Renting a motorbike? It's freedom, but also risky. Be careful. Pollution is real, especially in big cities. Air quality can be poor, and plastic waste is a visible issue. But the good far outweighs the bad. Vietnam is incredibly affordable. Your money goes a long way. You can eat well, travel far, and stay comfortably for less than almost anywhere else. The real treasure is the spirit of the people, resilient, optimistic, and welcoming. Ancient traditions blend with modern energy. The landscapes are raw and beautiful, and the connections you make are genuine. Vietnam isn't polished or perfect. It's real, messy, and deeply rewarding. You'll see the good, the bad, and the motorbike, and love it all. That's the magic. Why visit Vietnam? Because it will change you. It challenges your preconceptions and opens your mind. Chaos here has its own rhythm, and silence can be found in the busiest places. You learn to embrace the unexpected and find joy in simple moments. Vietnam is a lesson in history, resilience, and hope. The people are young, vibrant, and full of ambition. It's fun too. One day you're slurping noodles. The next you're kayaking caves or haggling for lanterns. There's always something new to discover. Travel here isn't about ticking off sites. It's about the stories and connections you make. Vietnam leaves a mark on your heart. Vietnam is like a bowl of pho. Layers of flavor, unexpected and unforgettable. It's not sinful or dangerous. It's full of life, contradictions, and heart. Travel teaches us perspective. Vietnam taught me that community thrives on crowded sidewalks and that resilience is quiet strength. I hope this journey sparked your curiosity to look beyond headlines and discover real stories. The world is a big, wonderful book. Read it one page at a time. Thank you for joining me and sharing in these stories. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. It helps me keep exploring and sharing with you. Your support means everything. Let's see where we can go next together. Thank you.